I can't believe it's been 1 year since I got my Steam Deck. So much has changed in that time, and I've made so many videos talking about the Steam Deck, and it's changed a lot about how I game and how it opened my eyes to the potential of PC handhelds, and truly one of the best gaming experiences I've ever had, and it's one of the most customizable gaming devices. And 1 year later, can I say it is one of the best handhelds I've ever used? Yes. So let's talk about it. To start, I love the Steam Deck a lot. And one of the many things I love about it is the customizability of it all. The Steam Deck has been one of my favorite devices to mess around with. It is a playground of just weird Linux things you can do, and it's honestly awesome. Though I use it mostly in Windows. It's because a handful of reasons, really. There's just mostly games that I want to play that simply aren't compatible with SteamOS, mainly Destiny 2. With me using Windows most of the time, the experience has been odd sometimes, but I've reached a point where it is pretty stable and it doesn't cause me any problems, and any of the problems I do come across are just mostly normal Windows problems, and problems any other handheld like the ROG Ally or the Legion Go might have. And in that year, I've been able to refine it to such a degree that I don't miss SteamOS all that much, but I still do occasionally switch to it for the purposes of videos or testing any new Steam Deck OS updates, and just mostly for testing purposes essentially. And it's amazing in SteamOS, but I've gotten to the point on Windows where I got everything the way I like it. All my games are set up and they're all performing great. I can even use custom drivers, which are less than recommended to use, especially if you're not familiar with doing all that stuff to begin with. So if you do go down that route, just be on the side of caution. Some of the other things that I like about the just infinite customizability is for emulation. Though the Steam Deck is not my primary device for emulation, it was for a very long time my primary device. And when it was amazing. Using stuff like EmuDeck when it finally came to Windows was phenomenal. And even being able to play Nintendo Switch games perfectly fine is amazing. And it was the primary way I played some Nintendo Switch games like Super Mario Wonder and Pokemon Scarlet. To be honest, the Steam Deck has become one of my primary gaming devices. I do a lot of traveling for work, and I usually have to have a gaming laptop with me if I want to continue making my videos when I'm on the road. So technically, I don't need to bring the Steam Deck with me if I wanted to game, but I still do, just because I like playing games lying in bed. I loved my Switch for that, and I loved my 3DS before doing the same thing. And being able to take my favorite games like Destiny 2, or even playing the newest Call of Duty, I can lie in bed and continue playing without having to have a whole setup to make sure I don't burn a hole through my bed having a gaming laptop on top of it. So even though you might have a gaming laptop or a media center PC, a Steam Deck still does make a lot of sense for just the sheer comfortability factor of it all. It is just one of the best devices to pick up and go. And if you're in SteamOS, being able to sleep your device mid-game is awesome. I was in the middle of an Elden Ring boss, I just slept with the device, and I just sort of left it like that. I had to charge it, and I went on to do other things. And I came back, I was able to unplug it from the charger, woke it up, and I was able to get back into the fight. It took a second for me to orientate myself, but I did it, and it was fine. In that year, the performance also has been phenomenal. I've tested a bunch of other PC handhelds, and the Steam Deck, while not the most performative one out there anymore, it's still a great choice. Being able to play pretty much all AAA titles at like 720p low settings, and if you're Call of Duty, you could even get like 90 FPS out of that. Very cool device. And even though it's not the most powerful option, it still can put out a decent enough performance that it's not entirely out of the question whether or not you should purchase the device. I'm able to play my favorite game right now, at least, Destiny 2, for a couple hours before the battery dries up and still be able to play the game at a decent enough settings at a high enough FPS where it's overall a pretty solid experience. Though I wish the memory was a bit faster because I feel like that is what's holding back the GPU the most is probably the memory speed, being the slowest out of all these other PC handhelds at 4,500 megatransfers per second. But I'm very excited for the potential of a Steam Deck 2 down the line, because I know I'd be pre-ordering that thing day one because I love my current Steam Deck. And another reason why I think the Steam Deck is probably one of the best devices, even still a year after I first acquired it, is the repairability factor. Having all your parts available and guides readily available just openly on the internet is amazing. Being able to fix your device for incredibly cheap yourself is way better than relying on ASUS that we've seen just either completely ripping you off or sending you back a broken device. And taking that into your own hands and fixing it is just awesome. But if you want to send it in, you still can. I also love the ecosystem of accessories for the Steam Deck. I have gotten quite a few accessories for the Steam Deck, from docks, controller grips, screen protectors, external displays. It has honestly been one of my favorite devices to get accessories for, because unlike the Switch, most of these accessories are pretty high quality, all the way from the most basic Sabrent $20 Steam Deck dock, all the way up to a very nice one like the ones I've been sent before in the past. Even on the more extreme end, like a portable external display can be used for multiple other devices, but I really like the idea of using it for the Steam Deck, because as I've mentioned before, as a child of divorce, this would have been amazing when I was growing up. Being able to have a Steam Deck and a portable display, being able to have the most portable, nice, comfortable gaming setup possible is awesome. And having all that in one slim package has honestly been amazing, and being one of my favorite more recent Steam Deck accessories that I have gotten. And not even for the sheer fact that it's specifically for the Steam Deck, it's because I can use it for so many other things. The price for the Steam Deck 2 has only ever gotten better in comparison to other devices especially. You can currently get the Steam Deck for just under $300 on a sale that's currently going on through the 26th. So not much time left on that, especially depending on when you're watching this. It's probably over by now. But in all honesty, it has been amazing seeing the used market and overall just getting a brand new Steam Deck become more affordable, especially when you compare it to the competition. In particular, the iNeo Next line of devices are just fantastically terrible. Being very old processors in these things and comparing them to the Steam Deck is laughable, in my opinion. They are sometimes, at the very best, when you buy the most expensive version of those devices, are at best similar performance, but 9 times out of 10, it is going to be worse. I still don't see there is very many true competition for the Steam Deck's crown for the best value PC handheld, unless Orange Pi miraculously releases a product at some point. If that doesn't happen, the Steam Deck will continue to maintain its spot as one of my favorite and most commonly recommended budget PC handhelds. Even after a Steam Deck 2 comes out, I would strongly still think that the original Steam Deck at that point would still be a good value, considering how large the aftermarket parts scene is, how easy it is to repair and open the device. I think it will continue to maintain its value proposition well into next year. And after owning it for a year, I'm pretty comfortable in saying that. I would still highly recommend the Steam Deck even 1 year later. I would love to hear what you guys think. How does your experience change after having your device for a year? I would love to hear what you guys think about this down below. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. All the other social media garbage down below. And last but not least, have a wonderful day.